player who's in front, because they've got everything to lose. That's always been the nature of the sport.
And even Mark this week, actually, you think back to that match against former world champion Neil Robertson, and he was 4-5 down and produced back-to-back tons, back-to-back centuries to win it.
He's played some great stuff this week. That's why I was a little surprised he was saying his timing's off. And I mean, listen, he knows better than I do. You know, he's holding the cue this week, but he certainly played well enough, you know, to get himself certainly back in this match.
The gap is back to 4.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan breaks off. Frame 11. One more frame after this before the mid-session interval. Totally agree with John Parrott in the studio about the importance of trying to win this mini session. From Mark Allen's point of view, you can win this mini session 3-1, which means winning the next 2 frames. Then we have a match on. And you'll certainly be buoyed by that last frame. Potted some good balls. Doesn't want this half ball kiss. Oh, that's a mistake. And he'd be very disappointed. Huge margin for error just to nestle into the back of the pack there, and straightforward safety shot. That was a huge error of judgment.
One.
Cued that sweetly. Not plumb on the red, but
8.
Should still be all right. It's hard enough playing O'Sullivan in this form as it is without
9.
giving him gifts like Mark Allen has just given him. Said this afternoon's session, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile, O'Sullivan. And we always say he's such a great front runner.
$14. 15. $22. 23.
This may play for the red just below the black now. Be determined to leave a nice angle when potting this red.
30.
Got to finish low on the black, and that's exactly what he's sizing up there. What way am I going to go into the pack? Am I going to go in from the left-hand side? Am I going to go in from the right-hand side? How will the pack open up best?
Again, that's the evidence of it taking his time, and it looking at both sides. But he's coming back for the same pocket. Oh dear! Did he take his eye off the pot?
30.
didn't see that one coming. Maybe took a bit too much time. Good length with the cue ball. And Ronnie's got to try and keep the cue ball down the same side, somewhere in the same vicinity where it is now. He's got to cover this red that's closest to the right hand corner pocket. This looks pretty good. This is an excellent return. Okay. He's covered the red that's closest to the corner pocket, but he's left another red. Mark Allen may be forced into taking this red on. He could play the safety shot off the side cushion and try and nestle behind the reds. Just play a containing safety shot. Yeah, that's what he's played. Played it well. Played it very well.
Yeah, now, if Ronnie plays up behind the green, he has to get the cover on the red 3 away from the cue ball. That's the one he'll be concerned about. I don't think he'll be leaving the one that he's playing, because he'll get that left enough. Well, that third red up from the cue ball will cover it. He's got to get in just behind to the left of the green.
Be hoping, as you said,
Please,
to try and
just
get that
let's
behind the green, but he's, well, there's a possible plant there. I'm not quite sure where he can see the two reds, but the red that you were talking about, Alan, he's left this red, he hasn't covered it. There's plenty of room behind the back of the black, back down for balk.
Yeah, the only thing though, the plant's a certainty, isn't it? It's dead set. Do you risk the 3-ball plant, Ken, or do you play the shot to nothing? What do you reckon?
I think I played the shot to nothing. Try and leave the cue ball down the left-hand side of the table and try and cover that plant. But he's got to take this red on. If he pots it and gets it, then he's got a great chance to win the frame. Well, he's played the 3-ball plant, Alan. What a shot he's played there. Fantastic.
Yeah, he had to cue it actually dead straight, didn't he? Get the cue ball chasing through. That was a brilliant shot. Obviously worked it out in his mind. Now, yeah, good shot too in the blue.
Have a look at this shot again.
6.
Fantastic. Oh, it's this type of shot, Alan, that you could spark it into life.
7.
Yes, if only for the fact that he landed nice for once. You know, he's been unlucky a couple of times. Tail end of the session, went into the pack, nothing doing. Tonight as well, he's been unfortunate once or twice. As I say, that might just give him a little bit extra
12.
hope.
13. Yeah. Top. 20. $21.
Nicely on this red.
28.
The red at the bottom of the 5 reds below the pink, that will pot as well. You've got a good view of that red at the bottom of the pack, and of course the one to the right of the pack pots as well, so it doesn't have to do too much just yet. Pick these reds off nicely. But he may need one more
36.
cannon to bring the 4 reds below the pink into play. It's a couple of
37.
shots away yet, but that will be Ronnie's only hope if something goes wrong there. Now he's got to think about getting a nice angle after potting this red.
44.
Yeah, what do you do here? Do you play for a high black? Because if he plays for a high black, he's almost guaranteed the angle. Do you risk playing on the low one and landing straight? Maybe playing for pink as well.
45.
Well, he's on the pink perfectly. He can just drop it into the left centre, brush the red away, and be leaving 1 or 2 reds into this bottom right hand corner pocket. Yeah, nicely in.
$51.
He's having a look at this red that's closest to the pink. Does it pot into this right hand corner pocket? Don't think so.
$52.
$28 ahead, 51 remaining. 2 reds and colours will do it.
58.
Can take the outside red up for blue. As long as he's not straight on the blue.
59.
And he's okay. This is good stuff for Mark Allen. And it all came from this wonderful plant. Allen,
64.
you spotted it. The way he played it was fantastic.
Yeah. He just took the aggressive option.
65.
There was the red. Just, you can imagine this bog standard black to follow. Not going to make any mistake. Just hoping that the red goes in the middle because he wants to just punch the black in. Take the kick out of the shot, the possible kick. Yes, and the black goes. Well done.
72.
Just wonder what Mark Allen, the fact that he's the Masters champion, will that help him from here on in? Because he's been there and done it before.
78. 80.
As he knocks in his highest break of the final so far.
It's been a wonderful response, particularly after losing that opening frame. On the last frame with breaks of 57 and 56 and 37, so this is his best break of the match, as you said, and possible century now. shaping up nicely, Alan. I mean, this last frame before
92.
the mid-session interval is going to be absolutely massive for both players, and particularly for Mark Allen.
$98.
Black for the century, and it'll be a monster frame coming up. In goes the black. Fantastic 100 from Mark Allen. And is he just about back in this match now? He's won 2 in a row. It's 7-4.